In a small and quiet village called Asuboa lived a young boy named Kojo Mensah. Kojo was the only child of Mr. and Mrs. Mensah. His father was once a respected farmer known for his cocoa plantation, but as time passed, laziness took over him. Instead of spending time on his farm, he spent his days under the big baobab tree drinking palm wine and talking about how life had treated him unfairly. Kojo's mother, Madame Abina, was not much different. She was beautiful and outspoken, but she loved gossip more than her own home. She could spend a whole day moving from one neighbor's house to another, discussing people's lives. So, little Kojo grew up in a home where love was missing, care was absent, and education was not valued. But Kojo was different. From a very young age, he loved books more than play. While other children chased balls on the dusty field, Kojo would sit under the mango tree behind his house reading his old exercise books. Sometimes he would read until the sun went down, using the dim light of a kerosene lamp to continue. Kojo's father often mocked him, greater than, "You think all these books will feed you? Go and learn work," he would say, shaking his head. But Kojo would only smile and reply softly, "Greater than Papa, one day these same books will feed me and you." Those words always angered his father, yet Kojo never gave up. When he went to school, he always came first. His teachers loved him. They would say, "This boy will go far if only his parents support him." But sadly, that support never came. Even when Kojo completed senior high school with excellent results, his parents showed no excitement. His mother only said, "So after all this grammar, what do you have to show?" "Better go and find something to do that night," Kojo cried silently. He looked up to the ceiling of the small house and whispered, "God, I don't know how, but I will make it." Kojo left his village with nothing but his school results and hope. He took a bus to Accra, the city where dreams either come true or die slowly. Life there was not easy. The noise, the crowd, and the struggle were beyond what he imagined. He had no relatives in the city, so he started sleeping in a wooden kiosk near a mechanic shop. During the day, he walked from one office to another, searching for any kind of job. Some days, he would walk under the hot sun from morning till evening and still go to bed hungry. But even in those tough days, Kojo never lost his manners. He greeted everyone respectfully and never begged for food. One afternoon, while sitting under a mango tree, tired and thinking of going back home, a man approached him. "Hello, young man," the man said kindly. "You look worried. What's the matter?" Kojo sighed deeply. "Sir, I just finished senior high school and got admission into the university, but I don't have money for fees. I've been searching for a job to raise some money." The man smiled and said, "Don't stress yourself too much. The world has changed now. You can easily get money through a loan app. Just borrow small for your fees and pay back later." Kojo looked at him with doubt. "But sir, what if I can't pay back?" The man laughed softly. "Ah, my brother, don't think negative. When you graduate, you will get a good job. Then you can pay. I've helped many people this way." Kojo hesitated, but after thinking about his situation, he finally agreed. That night, he downloaded the app and borrowed money. For the first time in a long while, Kojo slept peacefully, believing his dream was finally taking shape. With the borrowed money, Kojo paid his fees and began school. Life became better. He focused on his studies, avoided distractions, and remained humble. But one thing he didn't understand was how fast interest grows. Within months, the loan had doubled. He started getting strange messages, greater than, "Dear customer, your payment is overdue. Failure to pay will result in legal action." Kojo panicked. He tried getting part-time jobs but earned very little. He sold his old phone, worked in a small eatery, but it wasn't enough. Then came the phone calls. Morning and night, the agents would call and insult him. His peace disappeared. He couldn't concentrate on school anymore. Before he knew it, the matter was taken to court. The loan company filed a complaint. Kojo couldn't pay or defend himself. The court ordered his arrest. One evening, 2 officers appeared at his hostel. "Are you Kojo Mensah?" "Yes, sir." "You're under arrest for unpaid debt." Tears filled his eyes as they handcuffed him in front of everyone. The prison was a place of sorrow. The air smelled of sweat, fear, and hopelessness. Kojo sat in one corner of the cell, staring at the wall. He couldn't believe his life had turned out like this. He wept and prayed daily. "God, I only wanted to learn. Why me?" The food was poor. The nights were cold. Sometimes he heard other prisoners cry in the dark. Kojo began to lose hope, but deep inside, something kept whispering, "Hold on." One afternoon, the prison officer called his name. "Kojo Mensah, visitor for you." He was surprised. He had no family who cared enough to visit. But when he walked to the visiting room, his legs nearly failed him. Standing before him was a tall man, well-dressed, with kind eyes. "Kojo, do you remember me?" the man asked. Kojo looked closely and gasped. "Sir, Mr. Mensah, my old teacher." "Yes," the man smiled. "Years ago, when I was broke and hungry, you gave me your only food and told me not to give up. I saw your story on the news and I came for you." Kojo couldn't hold his tears. "Sir, I didn't steal. I only borrowed for school." "I know," the man said softly. "That's why I'm here. You will not die in this place." He paid all Kojo's debts and secured his release. After his release, Mr. Mensah didn't stop there. He gave Kojo a full scholarship to study abroad. Kojo worked hard, graduated with honors, and later started his own engineering company. He became a blessing to others, building schools, sponsoring orphans, and helping poor students like himself. Years later, he returned to his village. His parents couldn't believe what they saw. The son, who once slept hungry, now drove into the compound in a convoy. His father knelt down crying, "My son, forgive us. We failed you." Kojo lifted him up gently and said, "Papa, you didn't fail me. You only taught me never to depend on man, but on God." He built a new home for them and took care of them until their last days. Final message. Kojo's life became a story of hope. From rejection to prison and from prison to purpose, all because he never gave up. Sometimes, those who ignore you today will need your help tomorrow. And sometimes the pain you pass through is the price of the future you pray for. Greater than never borrow to impress. But if you borrow to progress, never lose hope. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video. Bye.